Hi, welcome to Celebrity Wine Reviews. I'm Desiree Anderson, and today we are at Ferré I Catasús and the restaurant Samoy that is connected to the winery. I'm joined here today with Paul, who is the Assistant Export Manager, and Luis, who is the owner of the winery. In this segment, we're going to be talking about the interesting artwork here on the walls, the artwork at their other restaurant called Four Cats in Barcelona, as well as the artwork here on the bottles that we will talk about in just a moment. So I'd like to begin by asking you how these pieces came about and why they are significant to the restaurant.
Vale, Luis, si puede explicarnos un poco sobre la historia de estas obras y por qué quizá estaban elegidos para Samoy.
Estas obras fueron diseñadas por un diseñador de etiquetas que nosotros busquemos en el año 2001 para poder dar una imagen a nuestros vinos. Como nosotros empecemos en el año 2001, no teníamos mucha historia que explicar en cuanto a las etiquetas. Entonces lo que decidimos era aunar modernismo y modernidad en el tema de las etiquetas para dar una orientación a la gente que las compra.
Essentially, the person who designed these works is also the person who designs the artwork for our bottles, and essentially, you know, these works were chosen in 2001, and you know, we decided to kind of create, you know, these are modernist artworks, and we decided to, you know, combine the two themes of modernism along with our modern array of wines that we offer, and we figured it would be a good complement to, yeah, you know, for the wines as well as the restaurant.
They're tied together.
Exactly.
Excellent. Well, how did you go about choosing? I mean, there's so many different artists here in Spain alone. How did you go about choosing the artwork?
Pues quizá puedes decir un poco cómo hemos elegido trabajar con ese artista en particular o esta empresa que diseña todas las etiquetas y estas obras, por ejemplo.
A ver, Cuatro Gats se fundó en el año 1897 y fue percutor con pintores noveles sin experiencia, entre ellos Picasso. Entonces, la historia de la bodega va generada en el mismo sentido. Nosotros cogimos diseñadores muy jóvenes y con una orientación muy abierta para poder expresar una manera de etiquetaje completamente diferente a lo que había en el mercado.
Okay, well, essentially, that's tied together with Cuatro Gats in Barcelona, the Four Cats restaurant. Essentially, in 1897, that's when the restaurant was founded, and you know, Picasso, the artist Picasso, came there a few years later to work with other artists such as Gaudi and to, you know, start producing their works in this restaurant. And essentially, we wanted to choose the same type of artists for our artwork, for our bottles, for this restaurant. Essentially, young artists with you know, big ambitions and with a lot of creativity and openness to try new things. And, you know, this is how our artwork was born in the same sense that Picasso came to Cuatro Gats to begin his career. We wanted to find young artists who had a similar passion and similar history.
Wow. So at the time, you actually had no idea that Picasso and Gaudi and artists that you have on the wall were going to be as big as they are known as today.
I don't think so, no.
Wow. So you have a very good taste in artwork. It's okay. I wanted to ask you particularly about the piece behind me because I find it very interesting. That's a horse drinking wine?
¿Es un caballo tomando vino o qué es exactamente?
Es un hombre, ¿vale? En estado de relajación total, en el cual hay una frase que pone placer de vida no cauta, el vino. Quiere decir que el vino, después del día o de la semana o del trabajo, es un placer poder tomarlo tranquilamente, tumbado en un diván o en casa, muy tranquilamente. Entonces lo que representa es el placer de tomar el vino.
Yeah, essentially what this painting represents is the pleasure of drinking wine. Essentially, this is a man, a guy, a figure who is just completely relaxed drinking a bottle of wine, and this is kind of what you know, this represents that, you know, you should drink wine completely relaxed and without any carefree or without any worries, and just really enjoy your life in the bottle of wine that you're drinking.
And what does that actually say up there?
No cauta, the pleasure of life. No cauta, ¿qué significa exactamente?
No cauto es el placer de, o sea, como como si estuvieras sí, despreocupado, relajado.
The pleasure of life is, is relaxing, just like the wine should be.
Excellent. Excellent. And so how did you go about choosing the pictures that I find here on the bottles? Is it also artwork that you have in the restaurants, or are these completely different artists?
Pues es el mismo artista que diseña estas etiquetas que diseña las obras, ¿no? Para los restaurantes o...
Bueno, eso es de varios artistas. Vale, que han diseñado cada uno un cuadro y luego uno de ellos nosotros hemos elegido el mejor, ¿vale? Para poder hacer el diseño de las etiquetas.
Okay, essentially, it's a number of young artists, all kind of, like I described them earlier, young artists, ambitious, that design, our bottles and design these works of art, and then we go about choosing the ones we feel are the best and the most appropriate for the restaurants and for the wines.
Is any of the artwork, is it significant to, the wines at all, or is it just based on, what you feel when you see the picture that goes along with the bottle that you're selling?
Pues tiene algo en común, tiene un sentido común con los vinos y las etiquetas, como por ejemplo, no sé, están diseñados para un vino en particular, por ejemplo.
A ver, cada etiqueta de cada vino es personal para cada vino. O sea, siempre ha sido diseñado, siempre en consonancia con lo que es el vino. El Merlot, el Camerlot, el Cava, el Joven, el Xarel·lo o el Dimoni Vermell.
Yeah, essentially, we go about, designing the labels for each and every wine. We, at least when the artists design a label, they think about what type of wine it's going to go for to, have it correspond accordingly to the type of wine, to the taste, to the sentiments it may derive.
Mm-hmm. And then once you pick a label for the wines, do you keep that for the rest of the wine's life, or do you change it, depending on the season or each year?
Actually, we do change them. These, the two cavas right here, these are new labels that are just brand new for 2010.
Let's see.
So it is a constant process. We do like to keep updated and, keep evolving and as times change.
Excellent. And the artwork, does that revolve as well in the restaurants, or what you see is what you get here and it's permanent?
Pues como cambiamos las etiquetas, de vez en cuando cambiamos como las obras dentro de los restaurantes, de vez en cuando con el cambio de tiempos, por ejemplo.
A ver, aquí en este restaurante siempre son permanentes. Por ejemplo, en Cuatro Gats, cada mes o cada 2 meses, hay artistas noveles que van exponiendo sus obras. Más que nada para dar oportunidad a gente joven que pueda expresar. De hecho, es la filosofía Cuatro Gats, que es como nació. Poder dar oportunidad a pintores noveles para que puedan exponer sus obras hoy en día.
Essentially, in this restaurant, these works are permanent, but in Cuatro Gats, pretty much the spirit of Cuatro Gats is, they invite new young artists in on a continual basis to give them a chance to show their work. And so essentially in Cuatro Gats in Barcelona, you can see a good variety of changing artwork constantly.
Wonderful. Well, it's wonderful that you give opportunities to these up-and-coming artists, and I look forward to visiting the restaurant in Barcelona and checking out the artwork.
All right.
Wonderful.
We look forward to seeing you there. So.
Absolutely. Thank you, Luis, for your time, and thank you, Paul, for being such a wonderful translator.
De nada.
I learned a lot. All right, guys, don't forget, you could check out the wines and the artwork by going to celebritywinereviews.tv. We'll see you later. Woo! All right, guys, I had a wonderful time here at the Ferré I Catasús winery. And boy, we're coming to the end of our journey here. I'm gonna have to take off. But I decided I had such a wonderful time here in Spain. I'm gonna go home with Jose here and wish you all good night. Bon voyage. Jose?
Yeah.
See you later.
See you later.
Take us
Bye.
away.
Woo!
Woohoo!